everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Panthers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Giants, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. First and 10, Newton steps away to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Touchdown, Carolina! Kelvin Benjamin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And incomplete to open things up.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
McCaffrey, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Newton now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And who's got it? The Giants. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Newton to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This is fielded at the goal line. Spins away. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Green's got it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. In motion left moves Nelson. Now they'll run it on the toss. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So we come upon, sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Nelson, the man in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. And it's a fumble. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. And here we go on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. In motion left moves Nelson. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Giants ready to come out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And this seemingly endless drive continues. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Fresh set of downs here. Giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Second down, 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff as they run left side. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. In the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. In motion right comes Green. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the